I'm going to cover what needs to be prepared to have your binder evaluated, graded next class, because we didn't get to it this class. And you need to have this sheet right here, which is the binder evaluation sheet. I have a master copy of this thing so that you can use this. I'll hand out fresh copies when you come in. So I'm going to go through one binder right now to show you what we're looking for so you can get yours ready. First things first, there should be nothing in the front pocket as far as any materials. All of these should have holes punched in them, and you should put them where they belong inside the binder. These items right here, this is a graded paper. This belongs inside the graded paper section. This packet, C4, C3, 2, and 1, this is the only thing I'll allow to have in the front pocket, but everything else should be out of the front pocket. When you go to the binder itself, you should have 5 tabs. Every tab needs to have the label that's shown right here. So if you don't have those label names on your tabs, you won't get full credit. So right here you can see that this does not easily show, but if you pull that out, you can see that the tab names are there. Every tab gets a point, and make sure they're top to bottom in order. The very first page right here shouldn't have anything here except this sheet right here. That should be on top of your binder. So if you have anything else, it needs to be pulled out and put in the correct section. So all these need to go. All these materials need to go in their sections. Everything here needs to be pulled out of the front of the binder. When you're printing any pages or writing any pages, make sure that every page has name, block, and date. If you're not sure what the date is, estimate. The very first admin one, this admin is strictly for your syllabus and for any syllabus-related items I passed out, such as the homework standard sheet. However, as you can see, this particular one has information from Chapter 2 that doesn't belong in the admin section. It belongs in the outline section. And if you look a little bit beyond, there's the syllabus. That's good. They should have it in there. And that's really all that belongs in the admin section. These items right here, they belong in the outline section for C1 and C4. This right here belongs in the outline section. This belongs probably in the homework section, which it is, if you look at the first tab. And then we have all the homework, but notice how the homework doesn't have name, block, date. Make sure every homework has name, block, date on it. So this one lacks a lot of them, and by the way, Summer let me use this, but she's planning on taking care of it. Every homework should be in date order, oldest, newest, or newest to oldest, until we get to our outlines. Now the outlines should start, ideally, with the very first set of notes you took in the year, or the most recent set of notes you took in the year. And after you have your outline set up right here, there should be a straight line for any notes you had. Again, name, block, date on the beginning of every outline. If you really want to play it safe, have the name, block, date on every page. After every outline should be any notes that apply to that outline. So as an example, if you look right here, on homework that we did here and the classwork we did was 2-6. All the 2-6 papers that I gave you on rational functions should be under this one. And she has them right here. She has this lab right here, and that lab, there is another lab that should be in there. Make sure that all of your labs follow the outline, like this lab right here. You can see the next line, outline, this was from the 10th of November. Apparently there were never worksheets that I gave you, but actually there were, because if you look at the homework, they had a worksheet right here on 2-6, and that worksheet should be on either this section or it should be on the previous one. So make sure that every outline has a worksheet or a handout behind it. If there was one, you can just look at the outline to see it. As you go further and further in this, you can begin to see that's exactly what this person did. They had their outline following they had their outline, then they had their worksheets following the outline. Again, you need name, block, and date on every page. After you get through all the outlines, then you're going to go in the toolkit. Now your toolkit should include all the specific items, and I'd like you to write right on the top of the very first page, toolkit. Organize this toolkit is up to you. I'd recommend that you have it in chapter order. Again, name, block, date on every single page. You can highlight, you can organize. This is up to you what goes in the toolkit, and that finishes up the toolkit page. The next tab that is here is on graded work. You can see right there. That tab right there is going to have all of your quizzes that have been graded. And do not put, I repeat, do not put graded homework in here. All your homework, graded or otherwise, goes in the homework section. So this particular assignment was a C point. That can go in here. We have a graded quiz or two in here. Basically, all your graded papers that were quizzes or C points should go in here. No tests belong in here. After you get to the very, very end, there should be nothing in the back pocket. You can't see it, but there's a pocket right here. And this paper should not be in here. This should be inside under the correct tab. The one thing you can have in the very back is you can have blank binder paper or blank graph paper. It's best if it's inside the 3 holes. So that's how you can organize your binder. If you keep in mind all the items that we have right here, you can just follow them by each one. Every category will count 5 points. And don't forget the bottom where I ask you to have general information. 5 tabs labeled, parent signature on this sheet. By the way, make sure your parent signed up here before you bring it to class. And then last, make sure the front pocket is empty. If you have any questions or want to come to me to get your binder checked ahead of time, I can make a quick review of it. And we'll see you next class to grade your binders.